Howdy, 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 nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys, girls, and all of our non-binary friends, and welcome to this brand new day. Yay! A day in which I have therapy today, 9 o'clock, so thumbs up for that. At least that appointment is something that only rarely blows up and doesn't work. Yay! And the fan is on in the window because I need moving air. Our days here in the Pacific Northwest, we've started off chill and overcast, and then in the evening it is bright, sunny, and quite hot. Oh boy! Thumbs up for that. As a quick aside, I made up when my wife died, she used to sew, and I still have things like her fabric scissors, and I don't like heat, and I don't do well in heat. So with one of my t-shirts, I tried to cut it in such a way that I could wear it comfortably, but still be cooler. I can't have just my back uncovered. If my back is uncovered, it starts to itch. It's just awful. Oh my gosh. I mean, my back itches all the time anyway, just because I'm getting older and my skin is dry, and dry skin itches no matter what I do, and I can't get my arms back there and put lotion on my back, so it gets itchy. So I need to have something that'll cover my back, but I want to be cooler, but I need something to hang it. So I've got the sleeves still there, and I got the front cut off so it's cooler, and then the back is like a cape that keeps my back from itching. It reminds me, I even wrote this down, of like the old John Carter of Mars and Flash Gordon stuff, that if you ever see like the Flash Gordon thing where he's like a big buff guy with just straps going across, or a shirt that's not even really a shirt, that it keeps most of the torso uncovered. Kind of like that, except it's just a shirt. I've been trying it out. It's actually keeping me cooler, and so that's a good thing. It's not anything I'm going to wear if I go outside. I am overweight. I have been medically obese, which is if you're 100 pounds over off the insurance, I think it's the insurance list they use, for what your weight should be, you are morbidly obese if you're over 100 pounds. I am right now, it's supposed to be like 166, which if I am at 166, I look like I am a concentration camp victim. I look gaunt. I look skeletal. It is not good. So I like to get up to around 170 or 180. I'm struggling right now again at 205. I look like I've stated because I've been so heavy and I've got excess skin and stretch marks, and because stretch marks are your collagen that breaks down and the elastic doesn't work anymore. When you lose weight, all that skin doesn't get all springy and suck itself back in. You got a lot of extra weight, a lot of extra skin. That's true on my entire body. I look like a wax figure that is partially melted from being in the sun. Not bad, just kind of droopy. Sagging is fun. I don't sag up here. One of the reasons I want to have that OnlyFans thing. But, oh boy, my belly, my thighs, I look like, I say, a wax figure in the sun. So, joyous. And I just thought I'd give you that mental image. What else do I have on my list? Oh, this is a fun one. My vision is so mega blurry today. It is terrible. Absolutely awful. I'm having trouble even typing because the keys were blurry. Everything is still blurrier now than normal. I have to blame this on the gabapentin because my vision was not this blurry before I started taking it. And now that I've been taking it, my vision is blurry. It may be a rare side effect, but that doesn't mean it's not going to happen to somebody. And yay, my vision is getting blurry. Joy. That's fun when you already you struggle to see. I mean, I can see, but details, since I'm nearsighted in this eye, have been my whole life. Farsighted in this eye, have been my whole life. I don't know if astigmatism is something you have when you're younger or older, but I've had astigmatism for I don't know how long. Thumbs up, and now on top of that, extra blurriness. Which when I was taking other meds for, like when I was taking the Ritalin, that made my vision blurry. Yay. So let me check what else I have on my list. I did some voiceover work for Quentin Reviews. I sent the audio files off, sent off a quick video saying, hey, did you get them or should I resend them? Got a thing back saying got them, going to be listening to them soon, since they only needed them within like the next week. So it was a rush, but not a rush to get them. So hopefully, if they're not bad, I'm going to be in a video. The guy's got almost 1 million subscribers, so thumbs up for that. Who knows? Gianni Matragrano, I am not. If you ever, oh my God, look up his channel. I still occasionally check in on him when he's playing games on Twitch and doing his voices. I mean, he is talented, so thumbs up on that. Now, what else do I have on my list? Because, of course, I write things down because brain. This one, I'm going to talk about this quick. Other things before this because this is the long one. Yesterday I said I need to make an appointment for orthopedics. So I called them up and went through the phone menu system that they told me how to get through to get to the right place for that. And then they sent me off to get scheduled at Spinal in orthopedics, which makes sense because your neck is a part of your spine. And it wasn't a rush thing. They just said, oh, we're going to make you an appointment. Here, I'm making you an appointment. And no big rush, so obviously it's not like I'm going to just immediately die. But they're going to, I imagine, since it's at Spinal, they're going to tell me what's going on with the MRI. I don't know. I know that my neck is a mess. I mean, your whole back, if you're facing this way, you've got your lumbar vertebrae that curve inward. They're your thoracic vertebrae for your ribs that curve out. And then you have the cervical vertebrae that curve like that and then up to your head. Mine goes lumbar vertebrae, thoracic vertebrae, thoracic, cervical, straight out like that. No curve anymore. And that's not good. So we'll find out what's going on. Yay. And then, I don't know if you hear this sort of thing where you live, but oh my gosh, if I don't hear a transformer blowing up in the distance every single day, something's weird. We always have transformers blowing up. You hear a boom, and then the lights will probably flicker depending on how close it is, but that's a neighborhood or 5 or 6 losing power because a transformer blew up. I saw one blow up in a shower of sparks as I was walking middle of the night once. Joy on that. It's just bizarre that it's always happening. So, thumbs up for that. Because I want to talk about this one, and it covers a lot of things while being about one thing. I have mentioned before that civilization makes us forget that life is dangerous. It is hard. It is deadly and brutal. When they said, this one poet, that nature is red in tooth and claw, that is true. Look at what happens underwater. Look at what happens out in the wild. Look what happens in just our own places where we live, work, and have recreation. Life is hard, but civilization makes us forget this. To the point. Ba-ding, I need to turn off my speaker. To the point. Now, I don't know if anybody else has seen this. You probably have. But I think...
Power off.
This is one of the very few times that even though I didn't see the kid die, I watched a kid die. Now, what do I mean by that? You might have seen the video of there's a cruise ship. People on the cruise ship. Somebody's got a phone video. On a dare, one of the kids jumps off the cruise ship. And there's one of those circular life things that's been thrown out there. But he jumps off the cruise ship as a joke and a dare. That is the last anyone ever saw that kid alive. Life is dangerous. Why was it the last time they saw him alive? Because a cruise ship is massive. Inertia. It takes forever for it to stop or turn. Now, even if it can stop and turn and come back to try and find you, where you jumped off isn't going to be where you are now. And where the boat goes is not exactly where it was when you jumped off. You're going to drift, and if you try swimming, are you swimming toward the boat, or are you swimming outward where it's not going to be? That kid, one of the comments in this video was, imagine the horror of watching the boat vanish in the darkness and then it never comes back. Because it can't. The Coast Guard found his corpse the next day. Life is dangerous, and we forget that. Civilization makes us forget that. When we're vaccinated, that's medically bizarre, because normally pandemics just kill most of us. Like the Black Plague when it first started and killed how much of Europe? That's what normally happens. But if you get vaccinated, you're going to be fine. Not fine, but better. We forget that life is dangerous. I don't know about other countries, but it has been put out, even by the United States government, that if the infrastructure of our country fails, within a year, 98% of the population will be dead. Life is hard. It's dangerous. Again, take a look at videos of the ocean. It's amazing anything gets to live more than a few weeks, because everything is getting eaten quickly. And there is no effort for anything to be made to die fast. There's a worm that will bite a fish in half as it eats it. That is a mercy, because a lot of fish just swallow other fish, and then that fish has to die by being digested. And I've watched the videos of, hey, all these baby crabs that were watched over by the mother crab are born. And the mother crab's just sitting there, she's dipping down and she's eating the babies. And the sea turtles that are born on the beaches, and they have to try to find the ocean fast or they'll die. Taking a look at just what happens out there. And insects and funguses. Life is hard. It is brutal. That is why when biologists find a large creature, an older creature of some kind, they are amazed. Because life is so brutal, for anything to live that long is bizarre and amazing. And we forget that. So don't jump off cruise ships. Life is dangerous, and I say that because I've almost died so many times it's ridiculous. One of the times it actually scares me thinking back on it. I and my housemates were going down to a beach at a relative's place. The path is dangerous. I don't know if it's been fixed. But I was walking on the trail and being as careful as I could. But what can you do when you're on the path and all of a sudden the rocks underneath your feet start rolling like little wheels? And then you are not falling, but you are just rolling down a hill like you're on roller skates toward a cliff edge that falls 30 feet down onto not rocks, not dirt, but old driftwood stumps with long, scraggly branches. I would have been dead had not one of my housemates planted her feet and put out a hand, and I went thump right into it and stopped. And if it hadn't been for that, I would have gone whoosh over the edge and then boom. And that's just one of them. In the past year, I have avoided being killed by cars on the streets by just millimeters. One car, I was prepared for a life-changing event because it was coming for my right hip. And it was going to hit that right hip. But they pulled their car just enough, and I was running just enough that it must have come within millimeters of hitting my backpack, but it didn't hit me. Life is hard. Life is dangerous. Don't be the kid that jumped off a cruise ship because he forgot that life is dangerous. You can die falling down. That's why they have helmet laws for even things like bicycles, skateboards. I used to be on bikes when I and my friend were young. He lived up on the hill. I lived at the base of this hill, that if you got up on the top on your bicycle and you pedaled as you went down as fast as you could, you would surpass 35 miles per hour by the time you hit the bottom, and you could coast about a mile. We did that a lot. We never wore helmets. There are so many times that people just fall down in their own houses, smack their head on something, and within 12 hours are dead. Don't jump off the cruise ship. It doesn't have enough inertia. It has too much inertia for it to be able to maneuver to save you. It has to keep going because it has no capabilities to find you. It's not set up as a rescue ship. It is a cruise ship. Life is a cruise ship. It is dangerous. Don't jump off. There's another time when I was getting onto methadone way back in, I can't remember, like 2010, 2012, something like that. If it hadn't been for my wife thinking fast, my kids finding me when they did, and then the hospital staff injecting me with Narcan, I would have been dead from accidental methadone overdose. Don't jump off the cruise ship. Checking my time, I would like to thank each and every one of my Patreon patrons. I think tomorrow, if nothing goes wrong, tomorrow I'm going to be able to write down names of the Patreon patrons I have again. But thank you each one of my Patreon patrons. Thank you to each and every person that has ever donated to my PayPal or my GoFundMe. I need to make a video for my GoFundMe because I'm still at threat of homelessness, and that sucks. But thank you each and every one of you. It is beautiful and wonderful and awesome, and I appreciate it to no end. On the other front, I am going to go through and thank however many people have left me comments in the past 24 hours, if I can even see. I can actually see a little with my glasses on today. Amazing. We have Jesse Koskinen, thumbs up, thank you, greatly appreciated. And Hokey Smokes, bolt gun is amazing. They should be able to put it on the Switch, but I don't know. I hope they do. I hope they do. It is a good, fun game. There is Black Dog, thumbs up and thank you. And yeah, it still hurts that Chester, the death of Chester. I can remember his name, Chester Bennington, right? I know his first name like that. How can I even say that it still hurts that he's gone when I can't remember the name of him or his group, which means nothing because, of course, it's a human brain with all my conditions. I'm lucky I can remember what my name is. But it still hurts that Chester's gone. And then we have Stephen Blanchard, who has been recovering from a kidney stone. I don't know how I've been so lucky. I was told like 15 years back that both of my kidneys are filled with stones. I've never had one come down that I know of. So I've been damn lucky, and I'm sorry that it happened to you. There is Adonis Rivera. Thank you very, very much for continuing to watch, continuing to enjoy, and continuing to comment. It is greatly appreciated, and I don't know how many people I have helped, but the fact that I've helped anybody at all is a very good thing. And then we have Nexor EH. Thumbs up, thank you very much. It is good to see you in the comments. I hope to continue to see you. I know your life is worse than mine. But still, thank you very, very much. It is appreciated, and I hope things go as well for you as they possibly can. There is Jan. Thumbs up, thank you, greatly appreciated. And yeah, you gotta think in other games, and I like to think, but they don't have bright lights and loud noises. If they had like Disco Elysium with bright lights and loud noises constantly, I might be able to do that. There is Lance King. I have no ideas what I'm doing with my hands anymore. Lance Kings, thumbs up and thank you. Chris, greatly appreciated. There is Made in Canada. Always good to see you in the comments. Thank you very, very much. And yeah, I am doing my very best. I am pushing. I am always working on trying to make sure that the fact that I can even do this shows to me and the rest of the world how much I am willing to do to get past some things. Because when I was married and when I went to a massage therapist and more, well, I could not lift my arm up higher than this. I had been sitting at computers and watching my wife so much, my joint froze to the point I couldn't lift it up this high. I could only go to here. The tendons up here can withstand 5 to 10,000 pounds of pressure without snapping. And I went from not being able to lift this arm to stretching those tendons out so I could lift my arm upward again. I just said no. So yeah, I am stubborn, and it is a very good thing. There is Julian DeCoulian. Yeah, I've only been using my little Baffy here as my little VTuber thing in my games only lately because I had been in bed. I had been just devastated and such, and it was hard to get things done. And with the laptop and such, it's not the same setup, and I've been trying to find ways to get things done, and it's been slow. But I used to face cam all the time, and I'm trying to work to get back up to that. But right now, with all the threats and stuff that I've got going on in my life, I'm lucky I can remember what my name is anymore. So here's what we'll try. Larry from space. Hey, I hope you have a good day. One of the things about gabapentin too is I will occasionally try to say a sentence and it comes out in like just total gibberish, like And I'm horrified, but it happened. So I hope you have a good day too. Crystal Lizette, thumbs up, thank you very much, greatly appreciated. And hey, it is a good thing. When people put me on in the background without watching, just listening, I think that's perfect. If you just put me on in the background while I'm playing one of my games, that's awesome. If you put my vlog in the background while you're doing something else, that's great. I like it when people do that. You don't have to watch as long as you're listening. Thumbs up and thank you. And then we have the Wrath of Melba. Always good to see you in the comments, my friend. Definitely a good thing. I'm checking. I'll have to read up on the rest of that, but I will do that. And a thumbs up. Thank you very much. It is appreciated. I'm 25 minutes in, and I'm still thanking people. So I will go more in depth on your comment when I can. Floramu, thumbs up, thank you very much, and I'm very glad that you do watch and comment. It is very odd. The fact that anybody watches, enjoys, and comments is awesome. Nobody is obligated to leave a comment, but I enjoy it when people do. It makes me sad when people show up, get involved, and then vanish, as has happened so many times through the past. But I can only control my life, not anyone else's. And I don't know what's happening. Maybe people stop commenting because they're not alive anymore. After all, life is hard. Don't jump off the cruise ship. That's going to be my go-to phrase for death now, for at least a while, is jumping off the cruise ship. And then, of course, is there anyone else within 24 hours? No, there is not. Thank you, each and every person who has left me. That's a spotlight again. Each and every person who has left me comments. Thumbs up. Thank you. It is appreciated. Get me out of my head and into the world and dealing with real people, if only for a short time. I can't really deal with people face to face until I get to know you. So I am awkward and I don't understand how people work. I have masks and I follow scripts. And if I don't have a script for the situation and I don't have a mask for it, then I'm lost. So, yay. Anyway, though, as stated, I got therapy in less than an hour. So this is going to be posted late. I'll have to tweet and stuff about that. I need to find a new social media thing since Twitter is just falling apart and becoming just an alt-right hellhole. So, thumbs up. Still looking for a replacement. Anyway, though, I'm going to get things done. Hopefully you're going to get things done. If you can't get things done, do not beat yourself up. That won't help you get things done. You're just punishing yourself for no reason. Please don't do that. There's no need. And I can't remember the rest of what I said. I got so in depth with what I was doing there that I lost my rhythm. Which is fine. Which is fine. Oh, it's so you take care. There we go. Have a great day. You take care. Have a great day today. Here we go. I will see you on the flip side, and that is a very good thing. Oh, getting my brain derailed. Thumbs up for that. Anyway, though, gotta reach down, grab the controller, and I keep talking about how, it's easy just to clip this part off using Share Factor. I mean, it's a moderately powerful editor. You see the stuff that I do. It's pretty good for what it does. So it's really easy just to trim off this area where I'm waving my controller around after I've already said the ending part of the video. So, yeah.